Babes, what a chapter. 1054 review. I've read it a couple times now. It came out kind of early. I might even release this video tonight on Thursday as opposed to Friday. I had to get dressed up literally just because of how good that chapter was. Just kidding. I just got home from work. But that chapter was fantastic. And it was quite a way to start off the final saga from Oda. Props to Oda always and forever. Oda's the man. So where did we start? We started with Greenville going from hero to zero pretty quickly. Now, I don't think I called it on here, but I was talking with somebody. And I was like, I feel like he's not going to really scuffle with the Straw Hats. He's not really going to scuffle with anyone super important. No offense to the Scabbards, but I was like, I think the Scabbards are going to face off with him. Now, Yamato helping them and Momo, it could be a little sketchy with Yamato joining the crew, but I got to think that she's still going to join, or he. I just don't know how that's going to play out and how that's going to work. I think Momo's basically going to say, hey, like, this is our country. We're defending you guys after you protected our country. We need to be strong. We need to be self-sustaining. So get out of here. You guys are leaving. And I think as they leave, Luffy's going to kind of be like, you know what? Like, yeah, like he's right. Like, that's a Shogun. That's a grown man. Like, you do need to be self-sustaining. I can't always be here to protect you. The forest fruit for Green Bull. We knew it. I mean, nature, right? He's definitely a nature man. I think it's a great fruit to introduce at this point. I think it's very strong. But him taking some hits, and if he's going to be held off by the Scabbards, I don't think he's going to lose by any way. He's not going to lose to them. Absolutely not. Because they're still a little beat up too. But after beating up King and Queen, I think that kind of silences the Admiral people for a little bit. And then there's more stuff later in this chapter that are like, yeah, the Yonko are definitely sauteing those fucking Admirals if they were to fight. If they were to, but they're not really gonna. I'm gonna save the Shanks part for the end, even though it was in the middle of the chapter, just because I think it was the most important to a piece. So now that we go to what the Marines are doing and kind of like what they're trying to figure out, Sabo has assassinated Cobra. Now, did that actually happen? I don't think so. No, I think there's something kind of weird that happened with that. Maybe he was trying to get both Vivi and Cobra to escape with him, because that's what I think happened. She's gone missing, obviously. Probably went underground with the tunnel man, and they probably need her for something. I think that Dragon or somebody was probably able to figure out that she is... I'm forgetting which one. Is she Uranus? Because Poseidon's... Forgetting. But there's a good chance that she's actually one of the weapons. I've seen theories on that, and I do like those theories. But I think that she went missing for a reason. She could also be a descendant and have something to do with the Celestial Dragons. But she's important, which is great, because we love Vivi, and having her return is going to be awesome. Sabo. I mean, if you thought Sabo was dead, you're ridiculous. But Sabo coming out the way that he came out, the fucking Flame Emperor, godlike. Godlike. Now, it is kind of sad, and I will give Ace some props. Ace is kind of like the gear in time where it was like things started to shift after that point. That being said, like a lot. Like he was definitely a huge cog in the wheel of One Piece. But now with Luffy and Sabo doing what they're doing, of all the brothers, he's got to be the least impressive, which is so sad to say. I mean, he's an amazing character. Amazing. And you could say that he was kind of the one that started it all, the one that inspired these two to do what they had to do, and like the leader of that triple group. But now the other two just being emperors in their own right are awesome. I love how they said that Sabo's kind of like bigger now than Dragon, even though Dragon must be crazy. The revolutionaries were able to rescue Kuma, which is huge. And they were able to hold off. I don't really know how it went down, but Green Bull and Fujitora, I don't think anyone really got too hurt. But another L for the Admiral lovers, because if they were able to not only hold them off, but escape with people, escape with information and everything, and like go make a statement by destroying some monuments, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. Without even Dragon present. So like, what is Dragon doing during this time? And we don't really know. I mean, when we saw him when he was looking at Sabo's thing, the last time we got some of these like intermittent chapters, he was in shock, but he was still with Ivankov and they were all kind of just chilling. So we have to see that Sabo might be on the run right now, but he's a wanted man. And not only is he a wanted man, the people love him. The people love Sabo, and I'm a fan. Now, what's Akainu's response to this? We will attack. We will fire. What did he say exactly? I got the chapter up, but I can't show you because YouTube sucks. We'll strike back and return fire on all fronts. They're going to go out there. They're going to be doing some shit. They're going to be releasing probably some of the science groups tech in order to get it out there. Don't know where Fujitora is. Kizaru making an appearance, kind of just chilling there. He had to have probably returned from capturing one of the ex-warlords, is my guess, just because if Fujitora and Green Bull were doing that, now Green Bull's in Wano, Fujitora might be somewhere now, but Kizaru's back from probably accomplishing his own mission. But it seems like they always have to have at least like one admiral and the fleet admiral like always there to kind of protect what's super important, to protect the higher ups that's even above the fleet admiral. But yeah, dude, this chapter had absolutely everything. It introduced the dude Black Horse, which I thought was interesting that they gave him an introduction panel, the criminal affairs unit chief, just because it doesn't seem like a super important position. They're talking about very important stuff, but the intro panel has me questioning. I'm like, okay, is this like a player? Is this a guy who can kind of like do something combat-wise to increase the Marines' power that much further? And like I've been saying, the Marines are still hiding a lot of their power. There's a lot of power, I think, behind the scenes that we don't fully understand yet. And that comes with the science that Vegapunk's developing for them. But in terms of just the guys, I still think there's more. They're making a bigger deal about St. Charlo's like mishap, where like his life was kind of at stake and like what they were going to do with that. But St. Charlo doesn't really care. And he's kind of a dragon that they might have to dispose of because he's kind of going against the norm. He's kind of leaning maybe towards that going down like Cobra did, which rest in peace, Cobra. You have to understand, I'm upset. Like, poor Cobra's gone because Cobra was a great character. They kind of almost killed him with Crocodile, but a great character who we will miss dearly. But I think his daughter is maybe a little bit more important than he is at this moment. But he took steps to destroying the hierarchy of what it takes, of the dragons, of all of that. And that's just amazing. I mean, I don't think he made that decision himself. I think that was definitely a generational thing. But he's somebody who kind of understands what it means. Now, Shanks. Shanks. We see him. He's making moves. Is this him making a move? Yes. Yes, it is. This is him claiming what he's going to do. Now, a couple things. One, poor barrier man, Bartolome, like, he is going to get beat up bad. He's like, oh, you're going to like say that the red hair pirates, like, you're done with us? Well, we're not done with you. I can't let that slide. And that's what they're going to go do, is just beat his ass, which is interesting. Very interesting, because Shanks is such a weird person to put in any particular box, besides the fact that we know that he's super strong. But it's very tough to put him in a box, because he's like, okay, I need to do this. Oh, but I love Luffy and all these different things. So it's like, okay, like, where does he stand? At the end of the day, he's a pirate. He's a free man. He does what he wants. But he's after the One Piece, and he's claimed it. Isn't it time that we claim? And such an interesting word, claim the One Piece. What exactly does that mean? Is it an idea? Is it a thing? Has it been the 20 years that Roger's like, well, I'm not going to make it there? That it's finally time to claim it? I'm not sure. Is he going to have to fight Luffy for it? I'm not sure. Where's Blackbeard during all this? I'm not sure. But he said we can't let the government, it can't let it fall into the government's hand. And I went back and saw that Blackbeard said that, because that's the last time we saw him. And I'm just like, with all this new information I'm getting, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Is it the One Piece? Possibly. So I think all three of these Yonko are going out there. If Buggy joins in, sure, fuck it. I mean, he was on the cover page, like, why not? But it's interesting to see all these people and the world kind of coming to a dramatic climax. And for this to be the start of the final saga, this chapter, amazing. Some funny things that happen. Yasab being like, I'm not ready to see Usopp yet. Don't make me do this. Don't make me. And he's like, don't worry, we're not gonna see him yet. I did theorize, and I think I said that before, that Shanks would be going to Wano, and he's in Wano right now, like, he's close, but I guess he's just leaving. I think he might have just been like camping out there to see like if he needed to get involved. He's like, do I have to get involved? Like, is this something that like I need to stop again? Like, do I need to take them out? Am I trying to push my advantage farther, where if one of them's weak, I take him out? But since Luffy won, I'm like, hey man, I'll see you on a fair playing field. But if it was Kaido or Big Mom, I'm taking him out, and they're done. But yeah, he claims the One Piece. Something I have not forgotten about, and something that I do find very interesting, is maybe a connection with the flashback with them getting the Gomu Gomu fruit, and Shanks wearing the hat. Is there some type of a relationship between the straw hat and the fruit? Is there a connection between the straw hat and the Will of D? One of these kind of has to be true. Don't think that I've forgotten about that ginormous hat that's in chapter 700 whatever. Don't think I've forgotten about it, because I have not. But I'm not sure. But all we know is that that straw hat is important. And every single panel that I saw Shanks with the straw hat on, I questioned. There's something there. There's something there. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I think it might be one of those two things. We'll see more moving forward. I think we're not going to see Shanks probably for a little bit now, but he's claimed it. This is the start of the saga. He goes up to Ben. Ben pours him a drink. Epic paneling there when he walks up to him. And he's like, I think it's about ready to claim it. Ben Beckman doesn't say a fucking word. He just looks at him and he's like, the One Piece. I'm like, oh, shit, they're going after the one. And that's not even how they ended the chapter. Oda, I'm excited. Oda, you got me in. I mean, you've had me in. It's been a month break and it was worth the wait because this chapter was great. No break next week. I will see you guys then to talk about that one. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I will definitely be doing that. I think I'm going to be probably starting to do some podcasts with some people. Maybe discussing what everybody thinks about a lot of this Final Saga stuff. Because a lot of these mysteries are about to be unraveled finally. And there's so much context, clues, and mystery that we can kind of maybe start to pinpoint a little bit. It'll be interesting to hear a group discussion, especially with the big One Piece fans that I have in my circle. So you guys have a great day, and I will catch you on the flippity. Peace.